What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I talk about the recent Amazon influencer algorithm changes. Just flat out weird, but it's getting people all up in arms. People are going crazy, saying that the sky is falling. So I'm going to cover what the 4 theories are regarding this algorithm change and what you should be doing moving forward in order to capitalize upon this opportunity that is here right now, and how to make this your best Q4 ever. So once you know these theories, you'll know exactly what you got to do to put more money in your pocket. I'm certainly fired up about that. Hopefully you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so before we jump into my screen share, I just wanted to remind everybody that my email is below in case you do need the guide that shows you all the data as to who is still getting approved to get into influencer. Now, there have been some recent changes within the past week. I have not updated the guide yet, but I will update it, so your copy will refresh once it is updated. So you will have the best and brand new, freshest data on the planet regarding how to get into influencers. But let's go and talk about all these changes and why people are crying. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. We got a ton of Chicken Littles out there. So let's talk about why everybody's freaking out about this Amazon influencer new algorithm and what's happening now as a result. So it's been 10 very long days in some people's cases that Amazon has completely changed, or we'll say revamped, their entire influencer algorithm. So about 10 days ago, they began by reducing the number of clicks that people would see on their account. And that number was reduced by as much as 66%. So I want you to imagine that you're chugging along, you're getting about 200 clicks per day of people that are looking at your video, and all of a sudden 66% of that is gone. So you go from 200 and something to about 70. I'm not even joking. In some cases, it's a little more. They'd go from 210 to 100. So they would get a little more traffic. And what does that equal? It means you're gonna make significantly less money. So clearly people freaking the hell out. Sometimes that happens on influencers. Sometimes it'll happen for a couple days, but this just went on and on and on, and about 10th day in and it's still going on. And so let's talk about what's happened since then and what we see now as things are starting to settle, but with some definite changes. But let's talk about the theories behind what is actually going on with Amazon Influencer and how you should adjust. And we'll cap it off at the end with what you should be doing moving forward in order to make more money. So first things first, I'm going to give you the big theories, especially the number one, which is should be clear as day. Why are there less clicks and why are people getting less overall views and making less money? Well, the first and most obvious theory would be the simple fact that many people took Amazon up on the $12,500 bonus that they offered many influencers. So there was an increased number of product review videos placed on the site, including in some instances, they told people that they had to make a total of 500 videos in order to clear that bonus. Now, I want you to imagine this. 500 videos, and in those 500 videos, you had to include at least 2 products. So that's almost 1,000 products that you have to have on hand in order to clear that. But people got smart and people began to do something that was very interesting, and that is they would create videos in combination. So what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, you had 4 products. Well, what they figured out is that they could film all those 4 products in combination with one another and essentially create 6 videos for themselves. Now you can imagine how this gets exponentially larger as you increase the number of products that you do combine together. So you could be upwards at 8 products and be having to create 30 some videos, or it might be 36 or 28. I forgot the combination already, but I did so many of them like that myself because it just gave us an advantage. And mathematically speaking, it was the smart thing to do. Even if you don't know a lick of math, it was still the smartest thing to do. So that's basically what I did in order to clear it, and a lot of other people did that too. So you would imagine that the explosion of those videos that were placed on Amazon would now make it increasingly more competitive to get clicks. So that was the number one theory and the most obvious theory, and the theory that I believed up until I began having several conversations with other influencers. And that's where the following theories came into play. Theory number 2, and this was actually summarized by Lowest Hanging Fruit, which is a tool that I do use very often to be able to pick the best products to review. And these are usually the products that don't have that many reviews on them. But this is a theory that happened, and it's first started with some simple facts, which is first and foremost, Amazon changed the videos from each brand allowed to be put on the page. They went from 2 to 5 now. And they also changed the number of influencer videos, also known as related videos, from 4 to 5. So now you could have 5 at the top for the related videos and 5 at the top from the brand. And then finally, the rest all below were all customer review videos, which it seems that Amazon could be potentially pushing more customer review videos, because at the end of the day, they don't pay these customers a single cent. So they are able to skip out on having to pay influencers. So that was a theory that was long held. And to see an example of how this is, you'll see that the total number of videos went from having 6 at the top to potentially 10. So I've got this opened up here in incognito mode on this particular product. And you'll notice right here, it says 10 videos. And if I click into it, then it's gonna take me to the usual sidebar, but you'll see that the brand themselves has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 related videos, which are the influencer videos, followed by all these customer review videos, which is quite a bit of customer review videos. So you'll notice that the customer review videos total are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in total. So now, instead of just having 6 up there, there's 10 from the brand and 5 from the brand, 5 from influencers, and a total of as much as 9 customer related videos. So now the customer themselves who is shopping on this page has quite an assortment of videos to choose from. So this is obviously theory number 2 as to what happened to the clicks. There's more choices, meaning that influencer videos that are even at the top are just getting far less clicks. Let's get into theory number 3. Now, theory number 3 kind of goes hand in hand with theory number 4, which is basically theory number 3 is that Amazon is throttling the use of these videos, which basically means what they show you might not be the same thing that they show me, might not be the same thing that they show Chester in Alaska. It all varies depending on several factors that we might not even be aware are happening in the back end. And so the odds of you seeing the same choice in videos is different than me. So I will kind of basically summarize it by saying this. I do have friends that are very high up on a lot of videos that make them a ton of money on products that are just very lucrative. But one thing that they did notice is, depending on the number of computers, browsers, or IPs that they check, if they were in fact number 1 to begin with, they would still be number 1 across all of those particular browsers and computers. However, sometimes those videos would show and other times that they wouldn't, which basically means is sometimes they just wouldn't even show the videos at all. But in fact, when they did show the videos, their video was still number 1 regardless. So it seems that this runs into last theory, which is 4, is Amazon can throttle things, which basically means they have a magic switch that they can turn on and off that will work to either allow your video to be seen or not allow your video to be seen based on certain circumstances that they control on the back end. And hopefully that wasn't too confusing, but the gist of this is it's Amazon's playground and they can decide what they want to show and when they want to show it and to who. So you're dealing with several different factors that you're not even aware of that are just working on the back end and you have no control over. So again, going into theory 3 and 4 tie together, that seems like it could be the most logical, but some of the other ones sound just as good too. So ideally, not sure which theory is true, but I will tell you what you've got to do now, what's happening now, and how to proceed in order to make the maximum amount of money possible. Well, first things first is things have started to settle, and although we do see clicks going back up, I still don't see the same amount of money being made as before, and this could just mean a number of things. Either Amazon is not done testing and or they've completely changed the algorithm and this is what it's going to be from this point forward. But either one we'll find out sooner or later. However, at the end of the day, the thing that has to be going on is you've got to remain calm, not freak out. The sky is not falling. There is still plenty of money to be made. There just are adjustments that have to happen in order to make that money. So how do we make these adjustments? Well, first things first, this is going to weed out a lot of people that are just going to flat out quit. So that will take care of itself. The other thing is that Christmas is coming, which means you're going to make a ton of money regardless. So keep on pumping out those videos, keep on doing what you're doing, and eventually things will even out and something will happen for those people that are still striving to get through this and not really giving a shit what the hell's going on out there. Amazon is pretty infamous for doing this and for constantly testing things. And so eventually something good will come about this and they'll figure things out. And at the end of the day, they just started this program. It's not like they want to get rid of you yet. So there is still plenty of money to be made. Just as I said before, keep doing what you're doing and the money will come. It's kind of like that Kevin Costner movie. If you build it, they will come. This is exactly the case because it's already there. The traffic is there for you to take and capitalize on this opportunity, which is here to stay. Regardless of the amount of money that you'll make, you still have found a passive income cash cow that is absolutely amazing. So that's pretty much it for this video. Now remember, let me know what theory you think this is, and my guide is available below. My email is there, so just send me an email. I'll be more than happy to send you that guide on the data. And this is terrific data if you haven't already gotten into the best side hustle in the world, that is Amazon influencer. So questions, comments, go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.